Nigeria's female basketball team, the Tigers, will play in Group B at the FIBA Afro Basketball Championship for Women in Bamako, Mali. The Tigers, two-time African champions, will play in a tough Group B, which will also include defending champions Senegal, Egypt, Guinea, Mozambique, and a yet-to-be-identified team from Zone 4. Group A has hosts Mali, Cameroon, Tunisia, Côte d'Ivoire, and Angola featuring. The continent's biggest basketball championship will take place from August the 18th to the 27th. It serves as a qualifier for the FIBA's Women Basketball World Cup in 2018, which is taking place in Spain. The first phase will be played in a round-robin format with 4 top teams from each group advancing to the second phase. There was no away wins recorded in Match Day 21 of the Nigeria Professional Football League. Plateau United maintained their lead following a 1-0 victory against bottom-place Remo Stars. The win takes Plateau United's points to 39 after 21 games. In the Oriental Derby, Sunday Adetunji scored his 10th and 11th goals of the season as Abia Warriors took full advantage of playing at home by battering champions Rangers 4-0. FC Ifeanyi beat Kano Pillars 2-0. Sunshine Stars beat Eyimba International 1-0. And in other games, Akwa United defeated ABS FC 3-0. El Kanemi Warriors beat Rivers United 2-1, while Lagos-based side MFM FC lost away to Niger Tornadoes 0-3. Now from the race to the tracks, Ferrari's Sebastian Vettel has won the Monaco Grand Prix to extend his championship lead over Lewis Hamilton to 25 points. Vettel led home teammate Kimi Räikkönen after passing the Finn by running longer to the only pit stop. But Vettel's victory was clouded in controversy after he overtook Kimi in the pits after running for 5 laps longer than the Finn. Hamilton finished 7th after a difficult race from 13th on the grid. In tennis, world number 1 Angelique Kerber's nightmare season hit a new low this morning when she was pushed out of the French Open 6-2, 6-2 by 40th ranked Ekaterina Makarova. The German became the first top-seeded woman to lose in the opening round of the French Open since the sport turned professional in 1968. Kerber has struggled this year, withdrawing from the Madrid Open with a thigh injury, going down in straight sets in Rome. Meanwhile, Petra Kvitova has made an emotional and convincing return to the competition, edging out American Julia Bessop 6-3, 6-2 at the Roland Garros. Kenyans will be heading to the polls on August the 8th. While the East African nation prepares to elect their next president, Kenyans continue to battle with the harsh effects of an economic downturn. Our correspondent, Ajuli Ngelali, is in the capital of Nairobi to feel the pulse of the people and look at the factors that will determine who gets the next top job.
It is an early morning in Nairobi, the Kenyan capital. And taxi driver John Wangari is preparing for another long day. In Kenya, corruption lubricates a tribalized political system. And ordinary Kenyans like John bear the burden.
3 months ago, we used to buy the maize flour for 2 kgs at 90 shillings. But with time, it came to 100, it raised to 150 shillings. If I was entering at work at 7, I would enter at 6 just to make an extra coin. It's like they're playing a game with everything that everyone needs, a daily need for everyone.
Behind me is the National Secretariat of President Uhuru Kenyatta's Jubilee National Party. The party's slogan in Swahili is Tuko Pamoja. In English, we are together. And ahead of August's presidential election, that slogan doubles as a cruel irony on this day in downtown Nairobi as hopeless, helpless, and hungry Kenyans lie in poverty just meters away. Comprising 20% of Kenya's population, President Uhuru Kenyatta's Kikuyu tribe has ruled Kenya for 15 consecutive years. However, poor leadership does not sway Kenyan voters from tribal affiliation.
For every tribe, they have their leader. For me, I would vote for the sitting president because we have no other person.
Moving into the underbelly of Nairobi, we encounter poor Kenyans who lament dwindling fortunes.
We have so much problems affecting us, like jobs. We don't have jobs. I'll vote for change. Yeah, we want change.
Together they are, the rich and the poor. As August's general elections approach in Kenya, the line between the thriving and the narrowly surviving stretches ever thinner. In Nairobi, Kenya, Ajuri Ngelale reporting for Channels Television News.
More than a third of British Airways flights from Heathrow have been cancelled, with thousands of passengers' trips disrupted for a second day. A worldwide computer system power failure hit the airline on Saturday, causing cancellations and delays for many passengers. British Airlines says all long-haul services will fly from Heathrow, but with delays, and asked intending travellers to check the status of their flights before coming to the airport, as both Heathrow and Gatwick airports are providing an updated schedule on their websites. And the main news again. The acting president, Professor Yemi Osinbajo, today returned to the country from Italy after assuring G7 nations of Africa's increasing collaborations in strengthening democracy and fighting terrorism. Professor Osinbajo described the meeting as fruitful and that Nigeria would ensure that all promises were kept. And British Airlines flights were disrupted for a second day today at the Heathrow Airport. That's the news at 10. Thank you so much for watching. I'm Melinda Akinwami.